And welcome back to Take One Gaming. This is Ash, and in today's video I'm going to go over the poll results for your top 5 champions of Dragon Champions in February 2020. I didn't have time this weekend to do it, so I'm just getting around to it now. But first we're going to talk about Lizard Breath's posts today. And first in the announcements it says, "We've passed the trial of morality. Check the polls channel." So you go to the polls channel. So in the polls section, Lizard Breath posted, this is Adam talking. "Ha! I knew you'd choose the chicken. Thanks for your help. Now take this. It's a super rare artifact. Looks like it's a bit broken though, so all that's left for you to do is to find the remaining part. There should be somewhat less than 100 of these cheeses. So I'm sure finding the rest will be a piece of cake to you. Okay, see ya." Okay, now we'll get into the results of the poll. We had 100 people vote, so that was really great. Thank you all for voting. And I was going to go over the characters that got 0 votes and 1 votes, but I think I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to do it at the end of the video. So I was going to do top 5, but we're going to do top 10, just for like honorable mentions for the others. Tied for number 9 and 10, we have a panda and an orc, both with 13 votes. So we'll go into pandas, and it is Patriarch Chi. And as you know, he's really a good panda leader. He is probably, I use him in the raid for the hard orc phase, and you know, he'll be good for the upcoming event Unlock Renara. So tied with him for number 9, we are going to go into the orc faction, and it is hard orc. He's a character you have to farm out of the shard shop or the star shop in Dragon Champions, and he's really good. As you can see, I've leveled up all his abilities, and I have him at gear 9. I haven't really needed him for anything else, so I'm just going to leave him probably at gear 9. So let's go back out, and so number 8, we're going to go to the Goblin faction. And the Goblin faction, here we go. It is a character I don't have, and it's General Murdoch. Hopefully next time I'll be able to get him. My demons were not nearly as good to unlock him the first time. So General Murdoch got 18 votes, and everything I've seen with him, he is really great in the raid. He does a lot of damage. Just a great overall character. I hope I can get him the next time he comes around. Let's go back out again. So number 7 with 27 votes is another panda. And it's a character I just recently got 7 stars, is Ember. I haven't been using her yet, but you can see I geared her up to gear 11 because she will be good to use to unlock Renara. I'll probably bring up her abilities some more, and I'll probably change her mods too. But overall, great DPS, and she also has the mage tag, so she works good with Cruel, Freezard, and Nightiel. So that way you'll have 4 mages together. And so tied for 5th with 36 votes, so that means 36% of people voted for these 2 characters. The first one comes from the orc faction, and it is Tromgar. Probably the best tank in the game. If you're using any team pretty much, unless you're using Solius, then of course you probably are using Little Baddie. But Tromgar is great. As you can see, I pretty much have all of his skills leveled up except for his leadership, just because I haven't used it, and his passive. Yeah, I have him at gear 10. Probably leave him there right now because I'm not using him in Arena or in any other part of the game at the moment. I use him with Rant the lead for the raid. So let's go out, and the other character tied for 5th with Tromgar, we're going to go to the human faction, and it is going to be Cruel, or Cruel, however you say it. As you can see, I have her at gear 11 and I have all of her abilities maxed. I use her in arena right now. I could work on her mods, but I just really haven't had time. And overall, Cruel is a really good character. So we're going to go to number 4, and we are going to the Demon faction. And with 49% of people voting for her, it's Kyra. I absolutely love using Kyra. I only have her at gear 9. I don't use her in arena anymore, so I haven't brought her up any higher. I am going to need her for the General Murdoch event when it comes around again, so I'll probably have to upgrade her armor. And so she's all in all, she's a really good plug and play character. You can put her on pretty much any team and it makes it better. Let's go to number 3, and we're going back to the human faction with 53% of people, or 53 votes. We have Freezard. Freezard is probably, if at the beginning of the game when you can get him and buy the upgrade package for him, because he is so worth it. That'll help you with your farming time. As you can see, I have him at gear 11. I have all of his abilities maxed out, and I could probably work on his runes. I use him in arena and I use him in the raid. Just great DPS. He's a mage too, and that helps out with Cruel and Nightingale. So number 2, with 70% of the people voting for her with 70 votes, of course we have Nightingale. Nightingale is just pretty much same thing. She is in quite a few people's arena right now, especially towards the top. She's the meta right now with the Soleus team, and as you can see, I have her gear 11 and I have all of her abilities except for her leadership maxed. And once again, I could probably work on her runes, but just an overall great character. Any of these 10 characters, if you put any of your gear or scrolls into, they're well worth it, especially characters in the top 5. So if you haven't guessed it, number 1, going back to the human faction, and with 81% of people voting for him, is Soleus. Just an awesome leader. He's in the meta for the arena teams. You'll see him all over. Once again, I have him at gear 11. I have almost all of his abilities maxed, and I can work on his runes. As you can see, I don't even have a full set of damage runes on him. So that is your top 10 champions of February 2020 that you guys all voted on. And I'll go over the list again. Number 9 and 10 tied with 13 votes was Hard Orc and Patriarch Chi. Number 8 with 18 votes was General Murdoch. Number 7 with 27 votes was Ember. Tied for 5th were Cruel and Tromgar with 36 votes. Number 4, Kyra with 49 votes. 3, Freezard, 53 votes. Number 2 was Nightingale with 70 votes. And your number 1 was Soleus with 81 out of 100 people voting for Soleus. So I want to say thank you everyone for voting in this. It was really fun. I really do appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. At the beginning of the video, I was planning on telling you who the top or the lowest vote getters were with people that had 0 votes or 1 votes. But instead of that, I'm going to do a different poll. I'm going to do the worst 5 or 10 characters for Dragon Champions. And that could probably use some kind of a rework or a boost or something to make them better. So I will put another poll together. I will link it in the description of this video. So please go and vote for 5 of the characters that you think are the worst. And I will probably let this go for a week or so. Just like I let this one go. I let it go for probably 7 or 8 days, maybe longer. So we'll see what people think if we get as many people voting for the worst characters in Dragon Champions or not. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that subscribe button, turn on all notifications. That way you're alerted when I upload new videos. Hit the like button and leave me a comment or a question down below. Let me know what you guys think of the top 10 list, and hopefully you guys will vote in the next poll. I think it'll be kind of something different. We always talk about the top 10, top 5, top whatever characters in a game. I just want to see what you guys think for the worst characters in the game. Then maybe I'll go through it. I'll look at what you guys vote on. Please vote on 5. And I will go look at that list and I will compare it with the list that I just got done with and see if the same characters are on both lists. Thanks for watching. Have a good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you are. And I will see you in the next video.